Do you think you killed Grace?
I'm not sure.
What do you think?
Well, I'm partially hopeful for her to be dead, but I'm also, confused.
She says just gonna stab the throat, reburn it, and I'll buy new blankets and bed. What's going on here, Isaac? Because you're talking about killing her.
I create torture devices out of sex toys.
Razor blade dildo with lime juice. That sounds painful.
Yes, the whole book is torture.
After Grace Jennings was discovered on October 29, 2022, in the garage of Kiara's mother's Santa Fe home, where Kiara McCulley and Isaac Apodaca also lived, detectives zeroed in on two suspects. Both were brought into the interrogation room, where layers of jealousy, betrayal, and brutality slowly began to unravel.
What kind of bad stuff happened in your life?
I've had a bad relationship with my mom. Reason why I never wanted to see Grace, but it pissed me off by bringing her to my house. She did something really stupid, and I wanted to see her change, and I wanted to see something happen where she would admit it, but she just... Is she alive or dead?
Grace?
Yeah.
You don't know?
I'm not sure.
What do you think?
Well, I'm partially hopeful for her to be dead, but I'm also, confused.
Why would you hope that she's dead?
I'm still angry at her, but I also have hope that she'd be better, but it's like this frustrating emotion that I can't seem to pinpoint.
Well, tell me why you're angry at her.
When I need to keep my together because I get very upset very easily. Back in 2016, there was a video floating around of a 14-year-old girl getting art and another girl standing there collecting money from them. There were 16 or 17 guys involved.
Well,
The girl getting money was Grace. The other one was me.
I'm sorry. That sounds like a difficult memory.
I was a virgin, so I never got to...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hard. Thank you for sharing that. I know it's probably something difficult to share, especially with a stranger.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I have a little bit of background of...
Why am I mad at her?
Okay. That makes sense. Okay.
She kept trying to push it, and I finally started getting those memories back from that situation and found out that somebody, not quite certain who it was, put me... Calm. Sorry.
It's okay. Do what you gotta do.
My cigarette's on. There was a car crash, and that's the only reason why I'm still here. So I'm playing with this because it's like I need to calm myself down.
Yeah.
And I will not stay down. She was the first person I ever loved.
Grace was...
And the first person to completely destroy me. So part of me hates her guts. It wants to see her dead. The other part wants to see her get better and see if she'd admit it. Just fix it. It's like I'm split. I don't know what's the better emotion, and fighting between them is really challenging.
Sure.
That's why I didn't want her in my home. It's just like, this is too much.
Yeah, a lot of emotion there. How long did you guys date for?
I don't really remember how long it was.
Years? Months?
Probably months.
Months. Less than a year?
I think so.
How long ago was this? What year did you guys date?
It was 2015, 2016-ish.
Kiara met Grace in Santa Fe, and their brief romance soon slipped into an on-again, off-again relationship. They traded late-night secrets and lingering resentments, especially after Grace dated Isaac Apodaca. By the night of the killing, affection and rivalry had fused into something far more dangerous, and only the interrogation room will reveal how dark it had become.
Tell me about Isaac.
He's an idiot.
Yeah. Who is Isaac?
He's my ex-fiance / friend, confusing as hell.
Ex-fiance?
Yeah.
How so?
We were engaged for 3 years. And we broke up in April this year, and it was because he was an idiot. And I forgive his ass. I let him move back in with me. Okay, my brain keeps thinking of Sarah. Sorry. Did I just kick you?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
So where do you live at?
I live in the garage with Isaac at my mom's house.
What's the address to your mom's house?
5941 Jaguar Drive.
Okay. So from what I understand, and tell me if this is accurate, there is a primary residence, 5941 Jaguar Drive. There's a bit of a backyard, and then there's a garage.
Yes.
So you and Isaac live in that garage?
Yes.
Currently, as of last night, you guys lived in that garage?
Yes. I really hope my cats are okay.
But he's your ex, but you guys live together in that garage?
Yeah. Trying to stay friends, and it's like still acting like we're together, and I felt bad because I made him homeless for like 2 weeks. Gotta stop feeling bad for people.
You guys don't sleep with each other?
Yeah.
Yeah. That must get confusing, right? That's your ex, but you guys are still being intimate.
Yeah. He wants to fix everything, and it's just gotten so complicated. Relationship problems.
Yeah. Everyone has those. Who else lives there? 5941 Jaguar Drive.
It's just me, Isaac, and my mom.
What's your mom's name?
Lanny McCulley.
Does she live in the garage, or does she live in the main structure?
The main house.
Okay. Tell me about last night. What did you do last night?
Oh. So, a little more detailed than prior.
Yeah.
So, Isaac tells me that Grace is coming over. Without asking me if it's okay. Is it okay if she comes over? He's like, she's coming over.
Yeah. It's your house, your mom's house. Yeah.
Yeah. The garage is supposed to be my space. I immediately get angry.
Isaac emerges as the quiet center of a brewing storm. Once Grace's boyfriend, and later Kiara's partner, he moved easily between the two women with an effortless charm that hides the deeper tensions beneath. Friends describe him as calm, yet calculating, someone who could turn intense without warning. During the interrogation, he displays that manipulative behavior by playing the victim, all while maintaining a poker face. That tangled history, his romance with Grace, and devotion to Kiara links him irrevocably to the night of the bloodshed in the garage. And soon, the interrogation room's camera captures how Isaac explains what happened.
Okay. And how long have you been in a relationship with Kiara?
3 years. 3 years, 10 months.
3 years and 10 months. Almost 4 years. And you've been staying here for about 1 year and a month, you said, right? Okay. Now, going back to talking about Lonnie McCulley, you said she lives here in the main house?
Yes.
Okay. Where does Kiara live?
In the garage.
Okay, so you and Kiara live in the garage. Okay, cool. That gives me some good background. Okay, let's bring ourselves to today and kind of why we're here. So this is what I want you to try and do, okay? I want you to kind of think back to where kind of all this began before there was ever anything regarding the incident. And I want you to kind of tell me in your own memory what happened from that time all the way to getting here to this interview. I'm going to do my best not to interrupt you, okay? I just want you to give me your own account of what happened, okay?
So from the time it began would be yesterday we were all hanging out. Everybody was talking, happy, normal kind of thing, nonchalant. nighttime came around and we started falling asleep. Kiara McCulley did not fall asleep. I did not get good rest because she had been placing something sharp in my back throughout the morning hours. They've been placing something sharp in my back. And I was talking to Grace, who was in the garage as well. I said, we have to go. She's telling us we need to leave. And I said that, and then I proceeded to start packing my stuff. And I left to the main house to go use the restroom for the last time. And then I walked him back into the garage. She walks up to me and goes, I did it. With a smile on her face, and I looked at the ground and I was like, what do I do now? So I called my mom immediately to let her know that something happened. My mom proceeded to call 911 to let the dispatcher know exactly what happened. And the dispatcher called me to make sure everything was okay. I got greeted by the cops because they detained me, which was normal. But they noticed that I was freaking out. Everybody that was around me was noticing I was freaking out. I was really scared because I've witnessed... Sorry.
It's okay.
I've witnessed my friend getting shot. So,
Separately from this?
Yes, it was a while back. I was asked to be his best man at his wedding. And I was sitting in the back seat. Guy walked up, blew his brains out. They landed on me. I had to testify in court, and I'm super... Anything like this gets me super traumatized, and it's a traumatic event.
I can imagine.
And I saw my friend laying on the ground. This is going to be back to when I went back in the garage. When I saw her in the ground, on the ground, I was like, I couldn't say anything because I was like, this is another one of my friends gone.
While Isaac appears mournful over Grace's death, his past reveals a far darker story. Friends and acquaintances describe moments of sudden anger and controlling behavior, suggesting a temper that ignites when tensions run high between him, Kiara, and Grace. His failure to call 911 after finding Grace only deepens the cracks in his demeanor. After hearing Isaac's chilling recounting, detectives turn to Kiara, whose statement about that fateful day takes a cringe-worthy and absurd turn.
Okay, so you go to the park, and then what?
Just kind of sat there listening to some music and had a couple cigarettes. Trying to calm myself down because I'm just like... Let me come back. It's just gonna be an hour, don't worry. Go back. They start talking about phones and Marvel and stuff that I don't really understand as much. I have nothing to have in the conversation.
Sure.
He left me alone with her for like half an hour. And she was going through like this breakup thing. There's always something wrong in her life. Always just something.
How was that, being alone with her after all that time?
I was trying to be a good friend, and it just... She ignored me.
Yeah. So around what time would you say she came over at?
It was midnight-ish. I could check my text messages, but I don't have my phone.
Yeah, I get you.
Like...
Okay. So you guys were alone for half an hour, and then what happened?
And then Isaac came back, and I started feeling frustrated because she wasn't listening to me at all. So I got up and I left for a while. Ow.
You alright? What's your cut from?
I dropped a knife last night. which was what I was just about to mention.
That's a tough spot to get a cut at.
Yeah, it's
Because your skin moves a lot.
actually where I was about to go. I left and went in the house for a bit and decided to try and make something. I dropped the stupid knife and grabbed it wrong. Got mad and I just walked out of the house for a few minutes. Just like, f***. I went back, cleaned it out. Cleaned it this morning after my shower.
So did Grace spend the night?
Fortunately, yes.
Fortunately or unfortunately?
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
I was starting to get really frustrated and I couldn't fall asleep.
So she stayed in the garage.
Yeah.
And you slept in the garage, and so did Isaac.
While she and Isaac were sleeping, I was just staring at the ceiling and trying to find a comfortable spot where I could actually fall asleep.
Yeah. How were those sleeping arrangements? Like, who slept where or what?
It was like, here's Grace taking over like 50% of the bed. Me on the edge, Isaac on the edge here.
Okay.
Not very comfortable.
So you didn't get sleep last night?
No.
Oh.
I also didn't get to sleep yesterday.
Okay. Then anything else happened throughout the night?
I stared at the ceiling angrily and just like tried to calm down. She walked over me for so long.
Who, Grace?
Yeah. Isaac's walking over me. Tired of it.
Yeah.
Kiara leans forward, speaking in a restless voice. Investigators press her about the detached garage, where Grace was found nearly decapitated beside a blood-stained sword. No matter how she tries to steer away, it circles back to that night until her account takes a disturbing turn that no one in the room is prepared for. What she says next turns the case on its head, and despite having all the evidence, even the detectives will flinch at her account.
I create torture devices out of sand.
What kind of toys?
Usually a dildo and then put razor blades on it and cover it in lemon juice. And
Sounds
literally burn it. I also thought about doing that to Ozzy.
Razor blade dildo with lime juice. That sounds painful.
Yes. The whole point is torture.
Yeah, true. True. Okay. Have you ever talked with Isaac about this?
Yeah. We know for certain he has DID. I was doing research about it, and this is my guess about what's going on with me. He thinks I have BPD, which is like borderline personality disorder. Because we're very similar, but there's...
Is Isaac diagnosed?
Yes. As far as he's told me, he's diagnosed and he's not just lying. I'm starting to question him. Like, a lot.
What does DID mean again? I'm sorry.
Dissociative identity disorder.
Dissociative identity disorder.
Previously... What was that word? Previously known as multiple personality disorder.
Multiple personality. That's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, that's
This
what
sounds
was
more
previously known.
professional.
I'm only guessing because I'm not actually diagnosed. This is just what I've noticed personally.
Oh, Isaac takes any medication?
I don't think he does.
No, he does. And like I was asking, I think we got sidetracked, but have you ever talked to Isaac about kind of your feelings towards Grace and you wanting or dreaming about killing her and stuff?
I've talked to him about my dreams a million times. He always has this hope that she'll be better than she was. And he was the one who found the video in the first place. He found me and he tried to help me.
Yeah.
Now I'm just... I don't know who to trust.
Yeah.
Stay down.
Aside from, have you ever planned to hurt Grace or kill
I
Grace?
not really planned it. More like wrote a short story about it. But then I also changed all the names and genders and stuff, so...
You wrote it like on paper or typed it or what?
It was on Google Docs.
Google what?
Google Docs.
Oh, Google Docs. I see.
Yeah.
Like on the computer or? On your phone or what?
I think it was more on my phone originally when I wrote it. I like writing, and it helps me, like, get out those feelings.
What was the story about?
It was about this older brother who was trying to protect his little brother from a pedophile, but then turned into a mass murderer. It's literally called I Hate Guns, because he never uses guns. And I actually agree, I don't like guns that much. Not when one's shot next to your head. Okay.
Were you talking to Isaac last night? Were you guys messaging each other? And
I was trying to tell him to get her to leave.
do you guys say anything else?
I just wanted her gone.
So I was talking to Isaac for a long time earlier before you, and we were going through his phone. He had his phone on it. There's a lot of messages between you two.
Yeah.
What were all those about? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. It's like in this kind of moggy area that I kind of remember.
Yeah.
This might sound really weird. So, there's an organization that Isaac is in charge of. I probably shouldn't be saying this to a cop.
I saw the messages about it. I'm just trying to understand it more, you know?
Well, it's called Ghost. They're like an underground version of cops in a way, but a little more intense and deadly. And they get rid of people who are, words, in charge of trafficking, in charge of anything that has to deal with hurting kids.
I see.
And, like, he kept trying to tell me, just do it, and you're gonna just kill her. Then you'll get ranked up.
Yeah.
Because he had me join. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, and I kept hesitating. It's like...
What's that thing there?
It's, the mark for, honestly, I'm very confused because he hasn't told me jack. He just gave this to me, and it's like, you're a part of it. I'm like, okay.
Sounds like an initiation tattoo kind of.
Yeah.
How do you do that? How do you make it?
Oh, I have a tattoo machine.
Oh, okay, got you. Is it?
That's how I did all these.
I was gonna ask. Yeah, you got some work there.
Yep. I also have one on my leg here.
Are you like aspiring to learn? Like you
Somewhat. But I've just been wanting to cover this up, and I can't find an artist that's cheap.
I like tattoos.
Kiara's words point to a mind that feeds on control and secrecy. The ghost she invokes reflects how she frames violence as destiny, a way to stay one step ahead of anyone who might leave her first. Detectives don't buy the mythology, but they can see the pattern, the private fantasies, the need to pull others into her orbit, the quiet planning that preceded Grace's death. And if her narrative feels thin, it's because the next pieces of evidence weren't in that room with her. They are waiting in Isaac's.
3:44 a.m. That was this morning?
Yes.
Okay, let's back up a little more then. Man, you guys message a lot. So all these other messages above where you said those weren't your messages, the rest of these messages are you, right?
Yes.
This is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, we'll start here. Friday at 6:28 p.m. So that would have been yesterday. Are you wanting to go to the store with me? She says, Kiara, I want to stay home. She says, I love you. She's back. Now, Kiara says, have her drop off her shot and the cat and then go to the park. My mom is up ATM. I need a quick escape. I'm going to go to the porch, avoid the porch. Did y'all just get to the garage? Stay in the back room. I'm already on the porch with the door locked. What's going on? I'm thinking to head to the park, okay?
Apparently she said that she was coming with her sword, and then she was going to come in there, and she wanted to also kill me.
What does that mean? Why are you telling her dagger because it's blunt?
She asked me a question in the room, like, what is the difference between the dagger and the sword?
Okay.
And I messaged dagger because it's...
Why is blunt better? She says, you say it cuts like butter. She says, just gonna stab the throat? Is that what she's trying to say?
The thought.
Just gonna stab the thought. Yes. Instant, or will it take long? What does she mean? Instant. What do we do about the mess? What do we do about the mess? What does she mean? I'm waiting for you to make the first move. She will wait till sleep. Shall we wait till sleep? She pooped herself last night?
Yes.
And did you guys wash the sheets?
No.
So you guys slept in a bed full of poop?
Yes.
So when we go to the garage later for a search warrant, there's poop on the sheets?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. What are you guys waiting for till sleep? Shall we wait till sleep? I can't tell if she's fallen asleep. It feels like it. Her feet are on my side. I wish you'd make the first move for once. Remember, you'll move up the ranks, plus you get perks in the black market since this is your first. Your first what? Can we stop making up lies about these messages? What the hell happened last night?
She was messaging me planning on how to kill her, and...
Who was messaging you planning on how to kill who?
Kiara.
Kiara was messaging you on planning how to kill...
Grace.
Grace?
Yes.
And what were you doing?
I was only sending a message back, only in correspondence. I just wanted to sleep. That's what I...
Are you sure? Because it sounds like you're planning something with Kiara. Is that what's happening? Don't lie to me. What's happening here? I can see the messages. I'm not dumb. This isn't the first time I've done this. What is happening?
She was planning on killing Grace. I just didn't want a part of it.
Beneath the text lies a darker story. Kiara plans acts of ritualistic violence weeks before Grace enters the house. Isaac echoed her words, but kept his distance, pulled into her dark obsession. This wasn't just a breakup. It was a long, cultivated fixation on control and ranks. Now, the real motive comes into focus through Kiara's account.
And this is kind of me trying to piece together, kind of like what you're saying, like the messages I saw too. Was Isaac trying to push you to kill Grace?
Yeah. I had my dagger in my hand, and I kept going, and then just stopped. Like, I felt a little kid's hand hold me back. Like it was Kiara telling me, don't. Because that was also her best friend's sister growing up.
Yeah.
God, things got so messy.
Do you think you killed Grace?
I'm not sure.
She is dead. That's the dead person found in the garage. Do you have any memory of that?
Give me a second. Just like, what
Yeah.
I'm trying to process this properly. This is like computer. I don't know. Like, Isaac disappeared for a while. I don't... Like, after I took my shower, I couldn't find him. I just assumed he went on a walk. I'm very confused. I'm, like, trying to think and...
Do you remember when police arrived on scene?
I just remember my heart going, like, crazy.
Okay.
I don't know. It's like, I'm not used to cops just showing up at my house.
They told me you ran inside. How come you ran inside?
I'm pretty certain that I was gonna grab something I forgot. Sorry.
You saw cops and then you ran inside to get something you forgot?
No, I thought I heard something, but I didn't know it was from my house.
Oh. When was the last time you saw Grace alive?
Some point this morning.
Do you remember what time at all?
I'm not sure exactly what time it was.
You think it's possible you killed her?
I'm guessing myself right now, like second guessing, trying to figure out if it was one of them or someone I haven't met yet.
Is there any way to ask them?
They're very picky on when they talk.
I see.
It's like, come on. It took Jess and Abby 3, almost 4 years to tell me what happened.
From that one incident, yeah.
And Isaac also showed me the videos.
Yeah.
Okay, that was loud and very uncomfortable.
Yeah. Do you think it's possible Isaac did something?
It's possible, but I have like mixed emotions. If he did something, I'm slightly happy, partially because he hasn't stood up for me in a long time, and at the same time, he hasn't stood up for me in a long time, so I don't know.
Damn. Was anyone else in the garage with you guys last night or this morning?
It was just the 3 of us.
Just 3 of you guys?
Isaac lied to my mom and told her that Christian, one of our friends, was there. I'm just like, okay. It's not like I'm talking to him.
Yeah.
I'm so confused right now.
You think you'll remember more what happened as time goes on, or?
Probably.
Probably.
Just like, I get the memories back. Like, if I feel like I'm unsafe, then it's gone until I'm in a safe place where I feel like I'm okay.
Yeah.
So I'm getting like weird images in my dream while I was sleeping earlier, and I'm like, what the
So you were telling me that Grace is kind of at the top of your list of people you thought about killing, right?
Yeah. Automatic suspect, I know.
Well,
Kiara's recounting is as twisted as it is unreliable. She jumps between fragmented memories, panicked reactions, and bizarre justifications, painting herself and Isaac in a surreal web of coded messages, swordplay, and shadowy ghost fantasies. Even as she denies direct involvement, her obsession with control and ritualistic violence seeps through. Cringe, disturbing, and revealing, her words expose a mind where fear, fixation, and dark planning collide, linking her and Isaac to Grace's murder in the most brutal way. It's the text Isaac sent Kiara that threatens to blow the whole story open.
when did this plan start? Because this was planned.
She planned it out.
Grace planned it out?
No, not Grace. Kiara planned it out.
Kiara planned it out. When? How long had this been a plan for?
She had planned it out since 2020.
Kiara planned to kill Grace since 2020.
Yes.
And you knew about it since 2020.
Yes, and I had been going to counseling because of this.
Okay. And that's the opportunity for this?
I didn't see it as an opportunity. I saw it as an opportunity more like, let's squash everything.
Then why are you saying that you'll make it up the ranks plus your perks in the black market since this is your first? Because you're talking about killing her here, right? What else could this mean? Remember, you'll move up in the ranks plus you get perks in the black market since this is your first? What else would you be talking about here?
I was trying to talk about something else because I'm trying to get my mind off. That's Call of Duty.
That's Call of Duty. Tell me when. Okay, I'll give a count. 6, 5, I can't yet, dude. 4, I'm shaking, dude. I know, I lose the nervous. Help me drive it through. Help me drive it through? What do you mean, help me drive it through?
She was asking me to
stab her.
Yes, and I didn't want to do any.
She was asking, help me drive what? The sword, the dagger, the butterfly knife, what?
The dagger.
Help me drive the dagger through Grace. If you can't do it, I'll place on her for you to watch. Want me to do that? This ends now. I'm getting a sword. I can get Christian to help and Chris. This ends now. I know. Dagger, 'cause the sword will need to be hidden. She is awake. I don't know if I have the strength. Her phone screen is dim. Also, if you can't do it, I'll have them do it and it will still count as your first. I'll just rewrite the report and submit it to the black market heads.
The report with the black market heads was something I have been writing down, and I'm trying to leave. It was something I'm trying to leave behind.
Tell me more about that.
It was a group of dangerous people that I was associated with, and they needed a report, and when I said this was your first on the report, it'll still count as your first. I was telling her, because as I was texting it out, she came and talked to me after she had stopped prodding me. She had talked to me and said, so what now? And I was like, this is going to be your first way out if you just leave this alone. I actually contacted a friend named Christian, and they already had a ride and everything. They were going to pick up Grace and take her.
And they would kill her?
No. They were going to take her to their house.
And it'll still count as your first. Okay. Kiara, let me do this. I'm using Zira. What's Zira?
That's the sword.
Oh, Zira's the name of the sword?
Yes.
And then you say, and deposit your Bitcoin in your crypto wallet. Payment? Some kind of payment? Bitcoin, crypto wallet?
It was to get her to shut up.
It was to get her to shut up.
Yes.
You're going to falsify her first and deposit Bitcoin in her crypto wallet to get her to shut up.
Yes.
She says, grab a knife now. You're helping me end this. You say, then end it. She says, I'm done waiting and playing nice. Help me now. Show me the ropes. What is she talking about, show me the ropes?
She was asking me to help her do what she wanted to do to Grace, and
Okay. I
didn't want a part of it.
Well, what you say here is, I am saying just swing and don't regret the aim. So tell me what that means. Just swing and don't regret the aim.
It was me telling her if she was going to do something, she should do it, and I didn't want to be a part of it. I had all my stuff.
What is holding you back? Type it. You're edging her to do this. Come on, Isaac. Look at all these messages, man. You're going to sit here and tell me, you're going to look me in the eye and you're going to tell me that you were trying to talk her out of this? I can see right here you're telling her to do it. What the hell happened last night, man? Why did you want her to do this?
I didn't want her to do this.
Why are you pushing her to do this?
I was trying to, as the messages are going through, she kept coming back and forth to talk to me. I had enough, I'm done.
Hope, love. You say, well, at what percentage are they? She says, I don't know. You say you still love her. You have hope in her. And you tired of the she put you through. She says, I want to break her heart.
Grace, trapped in the center of Kiara's obsessive plan, becomes a symbol of fear, betrayal, and vulnerability. Isaac, though hesitant, egged Kiara on, deepening the danger. Her messages reveal a mind consumed by control and ritual, dragging Grace and those close to her, like Jackson, into a web of manipulation. Nothing is as it seems, and Kiara's account promises to be even more surreal and disturbing.
What happened? Anything else you can remember?
I'm trying to figure out if this one vision was from an actual dream I was having because I was falling asleep, or if it was a memory.
What was the vision?
I'm not sure. It looked like an ear on my wall.
A what?
An ear on my wall. It was really confusing.
There's an ear on your wall?
Yeah. I think that was part of the dream, though.
Like a human ear?
Yeah. It's like, what the
What did it look like?
It looked like one of Grace's, but it had like dagger in it, and the dagger's not that sharp.
Yeah.
Like, what the
Mm-hmm.
I'm very confused.
Well, still an active investigation. We're gathering statements from everyone. I think you've been very honest with me. I don't have any, I respect the hell out of that. I'd like to return that to you. There's probably a good potential that both you and Isaac go to jail tonight. You understand that?
Yeah. I've never been to jail. I've never done anything. Now, going to jail for murder.
Yeah.
That was a leap from innocent to murder.
Yeah.
That is so
No criminal history to murder.
Yeah.
That's a huge leap.
Like, I didn't do drugs growing up, except for Grace, and I hate her for it. Sorry. I have some scars on me that you can see from...
You suspect you have, DID, multiple personality disorder, so...
I'm guessing. I'm not 100% certain.
I don't know. I have no training in, psychology or anything like that. Diagnosis you've made for yourself kind of makes sense, but, maybe this is kind of an opportunity to, start getting help for that kind of stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I was seeing a therapist for a while.
Mm-hmm.
She found I have CPTSD. And what else was it? There's something else I can't remember now. I am really tired.
Yeah.
Just want to stop for a second. But there's suspicion that I have ADHD or ADD. But there's a lot of suspicion.
Yeah.
Friend Christian thinks I'm bipolar. I don't think that's true. My research says no. Even why I'm questioning who to trust at this point. It's like, Isaac's like the only person I've ever trusted, and needed something really stupid. Broke my thumb and my leg is all got all up.
When did that happen?
That was in April.
In April.
It was the 4th. I was a police report and stuff about it, but then I just told him, don't bother.
Do you remember threatening Isaac last night at all?
I told him I was mad at him.
Did you threaten him with a dagger or anything like that? Do you recall anything like that?
I remember stabbing my bed.
Stabbing your bed?
It didn't even go through the blanket.
Kiara's mind is a messy maze of obsession, control, and theatrical fantasy, built over years of subtle manipulation and petty grudges. Her fascination with dominance over Grace wasn't sudden. It's been simmering, tangled with bizarre rituals and twisted games. Even Isaac couldn't fully untangle it. In a few minutes, her account will reach peak cringe, exposing a surreal mix of absurdity, dark intent, and disturbingly theatrical planning.
How come?
It's dull.
But how come you stabbed the bed?
Because I was mad and I wanted to stab something, but I didn't want to hurt someone.
Why were you mad?
Because Isaac invited somebody I hate to my house. And it wasn't just for a talk, as he said. The more I repeat this, the more I'm sorry. Turned from an hour to overnight to 2 nights. And I'm like, hell no, she ain't staying another night.
Yeah. So why did Isaac want Grace there?
I have no clue what he wanted. Whether it was to her, which, gross. Just hate gross. I've seen the kind of people she's been with.
Did he f*** her or no?
I don't think so. I'm guessing he didn't, because he said the worst 12 hours of my life. 12 hours in my house.
He didn't say anything about a threesome or anything like that.
Usually when there's people in my house, there's 3-way, and I'm just like, I'm not touching her.
Yeah. You guys have had 3-ways before?
Yeah. We tried. He's polyamorous, and I'm just kind of, there. Trying and seeing if I like it. And
Sure.
it has not worked. The first time, she did not like girls at all.
Mm.
And took all of my nicknames. Okay, I'm gonna end up getting really...
Yeah, sorry. Wasn't your
He
thing.
took all my nicknames, and he started treating me like... And then, tragedy, and then he suddenly cares again. The last one, that was interesting.
Yeah.
The last girl we were with, her name was Brittany, I think. She had like 5 different names that she went by. Which is confusing. And she was fun at first, but she started trying to get me on the... I was just like, I'll try it once, okay. This was fun, but that's enough. It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, she's definitely got an issue, and I cannot help her with that. And I'm not gonna be another person's freaking... What's the word I'm looking for? Rehab?
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to say, what's the word I'm looking for? And then I remember it.
So again, from what you can remember, you don't know who killed Grace?
I'm not 100% certain. I'm only guessing. I've seen Isaac get violent before, but I know how angry I am at her. But of course, he's hulked out before.
What does that mean to me? Hulks out?
Well, he seems to. It feels like he's grown. I feel like he grows. And his smash. A little bit further apart, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And then I turned into a rag doll, and I'm still mad about it, but at the same time trying to forgive him.
So the sword you said you bought, right?
Yeah.
How long ago did you buy that?
So I got it maybe 2 weeks ago-ish.
What about the dagger?
The dagger was a couple days before that.
That's yours as well.
Yes.
Okay. The butterfly knife?
The butterfly knife was, I think, a couple days before the dagger.
Any other weapons that are inside the garage?
I know I have my karambits somewhere. There's 2 sets of karambits. They're really pretty. I like knives.
Are they fixed blade or are they folders? What are they?
They're fixed blade.
Fixed blade. How big are they?
Inch-ish. I have such a curved blade. It's really not good for cutting anything.
Yeah.
I tried cutting a piece of fruit with it. It did not work.
Too much curve. Well,
This moment exposes the full extent of Kiara's instability and violence. Her stabbing of the bed, obsessive control over Isaac, and twisted justifications point to a mind already planning harm. The weapons, sword, dagger, and butterfly knife weren't for show. Coupled with her years-long obsession with Grace, her threats and manipulations reveal the grim truth. Kiara doesn't just fantasize, she executes her plans. Her patterns of aggression and manipulation reach their deadly culmination.
what we do know, when the officers went through and kind of did a security sweep of the garage and everything, I've been told by a few different people is the sword, which I'm assuming is the sword you're describing, was bloody.
Barely pick it up.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm confused. I was already having a hard time picking it up, so it's like, okay, now I'm very confused.
Hard time picking it up? How come?
I'm not exactly sure.
Oh, it's heavy.
Yeah,
How much does it weigh?
I'm not 100% certain how much it weighs, I just know. My left hand can kind of pick it up, but my right hand can't.
Can you pick it up with 2 hands?
I have to. Even then, it's all wobbly, and
Yeah.
I was gonna take a piece of PVC pipe. Thank you. And kind of weigh it the same way so I could practice. So I could do like some, fake sword fighting.
That makes sense.
Maybe make a video. I'm guessing I'm not getting it back.
Why not? We have to collect it as evidence.
It was $200.
Damn, where'd you get it from?
Amazon.
Amazon.
Definitely good. Like I just got stabbed.
Sorry. Well, we gotta do some paperwork. I wanna see you get some rest. Anything else you can think of that might be important to us?
My brain's too tired to function.
I get it. Let me get one of the officers. We'll move you somewhere else, and then as soon as we get all the paperwork done, here's what it is. You guys are more likely gonna get booked tonight. All I can do is really gather all the facts and look at all the statements and evidence, and we have to do something about this stuff. If things are the way you're saying, I mean, you kind of want to get this stuff looked at and figured out. I mean, I don't think no one intentionally wants to have that inside of them where they just want to kill people,
Yeah.
Maybe some people do. I don't know.
I gotta talk to her. I'm guessing it's just at this point, because James and Abby are chill at this point.
You gotta talk to some of these girls and figure out what's messing around. But all right, I appreciate your time. I appreciate your honesty. It is what it is. Okay. All right.
Grace's life was stolen by a twisted obsession years in the making. Kiara's dark fantasies and need for control shattered her dreams. her trust, and her future. Friendship became a playground for manipulation, leaving only echoes of what could have been, now exposed in the courtroom where Kiara and Isaac faced the law. In February of 2025, Kiara McCulley pleaded guilty to second-degree murder in the brutal killing of Grace Jennings. The court sentenced her to 30 years in prison, double the standard term for such a charge, due to the extreme violence of the crime. McCulley testified that her boyfriend, Isaac, coerced her into the murder. Isaac faces trial later this year on charges of conspiracy and coercion.